if I could give you 3 major pitfalls that people fall into when they're running ads, it's trying on their own. Never ran them, don't have a clue what they're doing. It blows my mind that people do this, but people do. And those people almost always lose the money. They just try on their own. Number 2 is not knowing the importance of copywriting. Like I said to you earlier, people try and make fancy ads, but it is not about production. It's about the copy, the words that you're saying. That is critical. You can have terrible production as long as the copy is great. That's number 2. And number 3 is not tracking and not knowing the metrics that you've got to hit through the funnel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you do any of those 3 things, you're probably going to struggle.
How important is daily tracking versus weekly tracking versus monthly tracking?
I'm glad that you've asked that, because there's a bit of truth in 2 things that you said there. Now, depending on how much you're spending, you should really be tracking daily. It's so important just to keep your finger on the pulse when it comes to ads, because you're spending money. So you want to make sure it's being well spent. But here's the caveat. Don't judge your ads based on daily fluctuations. You've got to look at things we look at them in 2-week blocks and 1-month blocks, because any less, you can get fluctuations. You can start to panic. I've done this in the past where I've panicked and changed things and there was nothing wrong in the first place. So that's what I would say. Keep an eye on them daily, but don't overreact daily.
What does an offer actually look like? Like, is it like a Google Doc? Is it a sales page? Is it what is it?
I think you're talking about when it comes to kind of presenting it to the prospect, right? And the place that you're going to present an offer to a prospect is usually the first touch point is either ads or content, actually, because that's where most people find out about you and therefore find out about your offer as well. So it's usually described in your YouTube videos, your Instagram reels, in a paid ad that you're running.
Yeah.
And then from there, they go into the funnel, the sales process that we talked about a second ago. And that's where you're going to find well-written copy and images and proof and examples and stuff like that.
Okay, so let's say I'm selling a coaching program on knitting, for example. So content and ads. So I'd be making content about knitting and I'd be making ads about knitting. And then what? Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I'll walk you through the sales process.
Right.
So what happens with this client is people find her videos on YouTube primarily, and they'll see a video, they'll click the video. In the video, they will hear her say something like, oh, if you need any help with this stuff, I'll put a link in the description where you can find out more. So that's the first call to action. Then people go to the description, they click the link, they then land on an explainer video with a bit of copy below the video that just explains why her, who she is, what they're going to get, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then they can click a button and make a purchase.